the insane thing is, I mean, because you're talking about the team meeting. I'm sure you came back and coach made it a whole deal. I thought Sean did a really good job of, understanding the gravity of the situation, made you feel like so. I had gone to Kansas City after the Jets game in 2021, the last game of the season. On the way there, find out it's a Saturday night game, so I have to come back early. Had the kiddo come back. I'm like sleep deprivation, and the kid, and so Sean comes up and goes, Mitch, why don't you tell everyone your kid's name?
Yeah.
And the kid's name's Deacon. Do you remember this? Deacon. And then from the back, only one person said anything, and it was Josh that said, can you fit these nuts in your mouth?
Yeah. I mean, who's surprised? He's quick with it.
Yeah, that's why we love the guy.
I think the only other one that people kind of have been hinting on, and it's an honest question, I think, because, everybody in this room right now or on this call loves Josh Allen and how great of a person he is and how much he means to Buffalo and the team. And a lot of people want to know, how badly did you want to give Josh a hug after the game, seeing him cry on the field and afterwards, and knowing, especially a lot of guys in the room, and Josh saying that, he didn't do enough and that loss was on him. And, I guess a lot of the questions are, what was your thoughts to that and your feeling towards Josh?
The floor is exclusively yours, Dawson.
I mean, if you're a teammate with him, you know that you're going to do whatever you possibly can to help him win football games. Because not only is he the best football player in the world, he's also just an incredible guy who carries himself like he carries himself as if he's not the most valuable player of the NFL. He's hanging out with guys off the field. He's treating everybody the same. He doesn't want any special treatment because of who he is. That being said, he's, playing through all these injuries he's had this year, and he carries the weight of the entire franchise on his shoulders, of an entire city on his shoulders. And you want to do everything you possibly can to help him win games. Because, I know that he's the type of guy, he's the type of leader, and he's got the type of character that if he makes a mistake in the game and we end up losing that game, he's gonna try to shoulder all that weight himself. And that just is a tribute to who he is as a leader. But, we just have to take him under our arm and be like, dude, without you, this team we might not have won a game this year if it wasn't for you. It's the only reason we're here in Denver playing against the number one seed in the AFC in overtime, putting up 30 points against arguably the best defense in the NFL, is because we have you. And his locker was right next to mine. So I think, just giving him a huge hug, not really having to say anything, and just, being there for him was what I tried to do. And then kind of later on that plane ride, I wanted to let him know, like, hey, man, I'm so excited for you this offseason because you and Hahey are about to have a baby. And now I know firsthand the type of perspective that brings to your life, and how NFL games, when you lose them, it feels a lot less important when you're holding your baby. So I kind of was trying to give him that little nugget of being like, hey, you got the greatest thing that you've ever experienced coming your way. And once that happens, this pain from this game will become a lot less important to you. So just trying to share a little bit of that with him as well. But it was hard, man, seeing him fully crying because he left his entire heart and soul on the field every single time he plays. So it was probably the most gut-wrenching part of the loss, just seeing how he took it.
And I think, to me, the most, or from what I saw from media and stuff like that, from the locker room, was whenever Dion was kind of in the middle of the media huddle in the locker room and answering questions, and he's fine. And then one of the media members was like, how do you respond to Josh saying that, he let the team down, and then Dion looked at it and immediately like started crying. He's like, Josh said that?
Yeah.
He let the team, and then just ended the interview. And it's, to me, I'm like, if you've never been involved in sport or whatever the case may be, and you have, a teammate has a reaction like that towards you, you're doing something right.
Yeah.
And I think that's just a testament to who Josh Allen is as a person, as a teammate, and the type of person he is in the locker room. And that was incredible to watch.
Oh, you're exactly right. I saw that clip, and I think it was a perfect portrayal of kind of how we all felt. Like, what a crazy thing to say is that, Josh Allen let down his teammates. It just doesn't make sense. And, just like Dion felt, we all feel that same way. And, yeah, I mean, it's hard to understand and wrap your head around those types of emotions, but Dion nailed it. And he doesn't cry very often. I don't even know if I have seen him cry before, but it was valid. It was very valid.
Yeah.
What makes that so valid and so raw and so real? And, I mean, people have shouted this on top of a mountain over and over again, who's spent time with Josh Allen. It is such a unique experience sharing a field, sharing a locker room, sharing a fellowship with that man. He is so raw. He is so real. He is unapologetically himself, and he cares so much. And you hear this in sport, and you kind of take it with a grain of salt, but I'm telling you, remove the salt, dude. Like, this man cares about his team as much or more than any person I've ever been around, and that's what makes you, like, I've never been a guy who's like, I'd go to war for a coach or anything. Like, I think it's just ridiculous. Now, I'd go for a war for my teammates, 1,000%.
Right.
And when you talk about when I close my eyes and like, who would I go to war for? And it's that man, because he means so much to his teammates, and he really pours into them. And listen, the things you guys don't see from the media is how vulnerable he can be. I mean, it's not his most comfortable, but he can. It's what's so great. He's a grown-ass man, but he's also just, he's the best. And that's what makes this thing so raw and so real, and what makes good football teams. When you have your head honcho, the head of the franchise, you can rally around, it's beautiful.